As much as everyone else is attempting and jostling around to get rest through the night's weather, there's something comforting about the sound of rolling thunder to you. Always kind of has been, but more so in recent years. And as unconsciousness comes to you, what usually means dreamless sleep, welcome to be dreamless. Because not all dreams are good for you. Not all memories are good for you. But as the dark takes you, there's a flash of light, the sound of thunder, and there's a vision, a memory. People all around you, but faced away. People you know, people you grew up with, but all looking the opposite direction. Then it fades to dark. There's another flash, and you've pushed through them, and you see an elevated piece of ground with a central rock in the shape of a figure, though you can't see it. It's obscured by the low light. You do know who that shape is. It goes to dark. And it stays dark for a while, to the point where you are longing for that next vision, clamoring for it. And you feel this like searing pain burning up each of your arms. You look down but can see nothing except for flames curling up the side. Dull, bluish purple flames that create the outline of your forearms. It burns up to the tips of your fingers. Flash once more. And around you are just bodies. Creatures. People, children, monsters, dozens and dozens of corpses carved and torn asunder, and where you saw the blue flame up your arm, you just see blood, dripping, fresh, crimson, onto the ground. The only sound you hear. The vision fades to darkness once more. Another blast, and there you see it. The ruined statue. The one beacon of nameless hope that pulled you out of that darkness. Missing part of its torso, the head mostly cleaved. A kilter, the land seemingly ejecting the presence of what this statue represents. Your eyes look down and focus at the base. And as the vision begins to fade to black once more, your eyes focus on that single disc, the 4 bolts of lightning. Darkness takes you once more. The next flash hits, and you're just walking. Your lips are parched, your muscles ache. You look over your shoulder, and you see before you the memory of the land you grew up. The wastes beyond the central swamp of Shore House. But it is crawling with thousands and thousands of worms. At this perspective, it looks like it's so small, but for these worms to be where they are, they would be so immense at this distance. The perspective is almost dizzying, and you look away, and you glance up back at that mountain. And in spite of that pain, you continue to push. The vision fades. And this time the darkness lingers. And the confusion wells in. The desperation for something. It's not fair. It's not fair to be given just a few glimpses and no opportunity, no chance. How do you make this right? What do you make right? What did you do? What is there? One final, loud, shattering, shaking flash of light and rolling thunder brings to you one singular vision of a figure in the dark center of a storm cloud swirling. The wind buffets your shoulders with freezing air. You feel your hair being whipped and thrown around your face, stinging as it slaps against your cheeks and eyes. The same figure, that statue that had pulled you from the darkness once before, stands made of the same roaring and roiling clouds and rain and wind, stepping out of the sky towards you. You can see the muscle-bound form, the gray flesh, formless yet solid, as it steps down like a titan from the sky. The foot lands, but a quarter mile from where you stand, but the impact causes the ground beneath you to quake. And you strangely feel comfort. You can't look away from this figure. As the hand comes down and gently rests on the ground before you, before it turns upward to a palm. And a sourceless voice comes into your head. A voice you've never heard. For all that you've chased this mystery, what this beacon is, this is the first time you've heard a voice through this imagery. And all it says is, you walk the right path. Be strong. Don't forget who you were, and decide who you will become. The vision fades back in darkness. Another blast of thunder, and this time you wake up suddenly.